All right, so now we're going to demonstrate, this is module 3, we're going to demonstrate how to put in verse markers in using Ocean Audio on the right side, on the right pane. And I have Translation Studio with the Bahasa Indonesian 2nd John text open from AYT. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the space bar and I'm going to listen and I'm going to stop it and I'm going to insert verse markers all the way through. So not speaking any Bahasa, this ought to be a treat for somebody. So here we go. Press the space bar.
2 Yohanes pasal 1. Salam dari
Okay, so right away we start out with something that the salam dari was not the first words out of the gate. So I'm guessing that's an introduction, like this is the book of 2nd John. So I moved my verse marker right, and you can see the large gap there too. So here's the trick. You want to click on the magnifying glass and you want to get that, you want to expand that out. And then up here on this bar, you've got a coarse view. You can move through the text pretty quickly in Ocean Audio. And you can see these large gaps. That's a little bit of a hint that there's probably a verse in between there. There's probably a verse marker. So I'm just going to do this again, bring it to the front, and I'm going to listen to it, and you're going to hear that it doesn't start out with salam dari.
2 Yohanes pasal 1.
Yeah. So that first part is just an introduction of some sort. I'm going to skip it.
Salam dari Penatua.
Salam dari Penatua. So I'm going to put the verse marker in right there. And you do that by pressing Command K on a Mac or Control K on a Windows machine. And that brings up this little audio marking tool. And we're going to use it for our verse markers. So instead of marker 1, I'm going to type in the number 1 and then enter. Now I have the spot where verse 1 starts. So let's listen some more.
Salam dari Penatua kepada ibu yang dipilih dan kepada anak-anaknya yang kukasihi dalam kebenaran. Dan bukan aku saja, tetapi juga semua orang yang mengenal kebenaran. Karena kebenaran yang Penatua.
Okay. Right there, I believe, is... That's going to start out with Garanda?
Karena kebenaran.
Okay. For sure. So, Command K, number 2. And I'm going to go down until I see that.
Karena kebenaran yang tinggal dalam kita dan yang akan bersama kita selamanya. Anugerah.
Okay.
Anugerah.
Right there. And number 3. Anugerah. So let's just slide it over a bit. And I'm going to expect it right there. So let's do it.
Anugerah, belas kasih, serta damai sejahtera dari Allah Bapa dan dari Tuhan Yesus Kristus Sang Anak menyertai kita dalam kebenaran dan kasih. Menjalani hidup sesuai perintah. Menyertai kita dalam kebenaran dan kasih. Menyertai kita dalam kebenaran dan kasih. Menjalani hidup sesuai perintah Allah.
Oh, wow. So that long gap there actually, and you're free to clean this up a bit too. You can just say, that's just too long of a pause. I'm going to tidy that up and make it sound more natural.
Anugerah, belas kasih, serta damai sejahtera dari Allah Bapa dan dari Tuhan Yesus Kristus Sang Anak menyertai kita dalam kebenaran dan kasih. Menjalani hidup sesuai perintah Allah.
There we go. Right into Allah. So there's the end of 3 and the beginning of 4. And so we're at the start of 4. There we go. Aku
sangat bersuka cita karena mengetahui bahwa sebagian anak-anakmu hidup dalam kebenaran.
Oh, and it quit. This is interesting. It quit because it was at the end of the audio text. So you have to have enough audio in your window to get the whole verse in. Otherwise, it'll quit, and you're like, "What's going on here?" So aku
sangat bersuka cita karena mengetahui bahwa sebagian anak-anakmu hidup dalam kebenaran, sebagaimana perintah yang telah kita terima dari Bapa.
There we go. So once again, the Papa
dari Papa.
and Command K. We're starting verse 5. Give myself some room.
Sekarang aku minta kepadamu, Ibu, bukan seolah-olah aku menuliskan sebuah perintah baru, melainkan perintah yang sudah kita miliki sejak semula, supaya kita saling
Oh, didn't give myself enough.
sejak semula, supaya kita saling mengasihi.
There we go. I saw it. Command K or Control K, and we're starting verse 6. So slide that over. Oops, I don't want to make that so small. But I'm going to slide it up to the beginning. Slide my text up so I can see all of 6 and go.
Dan inilah kasih, bahwa kita hidup menurut perintah-perintahnya. Inilah perintah itu, seperti
I didn't give myself enough.
dan inilah kasih, bahwa kita hidup menurut perintah-perintahnya. Inilah perintah itu, seperti yang sudah kamu dengar sejak semula, supaya kamu, dan inilah kasih,
That's still not enough.
supaya kamu hidup di dalamnya.
Okay, there it is, right there. So Command K, Control K, and we're starting verse 7. Yeah, let's slide that over. Oops, I don't want to zoom in too much. Sebab
Mereka tidak mengakui Yesus sebagai Kristus, sebab banyak penyesat telah muncul ke dunia. Mereka tidak mengakui Yesus sebagai Kristus yang datang dalam wujud manusia. Mereka adalah penyesat dan
check.
Mereka adalah penyesat dan anti Kristus. Mereka adalah penyesat dan anti Kristus.
Right there. Okay, there we go. Command K, Control K, and starting verse 8. And let's make this a little smaller. I'm getting a little bit too tight there. So, berhati, and we're going to go a bit beyond that.
Berhati-hatilah agar kamu tidak kehilangan apa yang sudah kita usahakan, melainkan menerima upah seutuhnya. Setiap orang yang berjalan
And we're starting verse 9. And I guess I can actually make it bigger this way. That would probably be more helpful. Okay.
Setiap orang yang berjalan keluar dan tidak tinggal dalam ajaran Kristus, ia tidak memiliki Allah. Akan tetapi siapapun yang tinggal dalam ajaran itu memiliki baik Bapa maupun Anak.
There. And once again, the anak, and then you got the long pause there. That's your, there's your visual hint. Command K or Control K. We're just going to start verse number 10. Slide it over. I'll bet you that this verse ends right here. I'm just going to put a, I'm just going to guess right now. And we're going to see how good I am. And so starting with 10, so jika
ada orang yang datang kepadamu dan tidak membawa ajaran ini, jangan menerima dia ke dalam rumahmu atau memberi salam apapun. Jika ada orang yang, sebab siapapun yang menyalam apapun.
Yep, that was wrong. So now, I can actually take and drag this over. I can grab that, and I can say, you belong right there, don't you? So let's look at 10 again.
Jika ada orang yang datang kepadamu dan tidak membawa ajaran ini, jangan menerima dia ke dalam rumahmu atau memberi salam apapun. Sebab siapapun, jika ada orang yang datang kepadamu, sebab siapapun yang.
Okay, so siapa pum. There we go. And now we're starting 11. We're going to cruise right into Salam Bennett. So let's listen.
Sebab siapapun yang menyambut dia mengambil bagian dalam pekerjaan jahat orang itu. Banyak hal yang ingin kutulis.
Yeah, that didn't end the way I thought it should.
Pekerjaan jahat orang itu.
So, the words Salam Benutup were not there. But we see that verse 12 is starting because banyak.
Banyak hal
So we know we got a verse happening there. I'm going to go ahead and start putting verse 12. If you want to record, if that's something that you're authorized to do, you can give it a shot. So I'm just going to try to put in my Salam Benutup, and let's just see how that looks. I'm going to hit the record button. I'm going to start it. I'm going to hit the record button to stop it. Salam Benutup. Boy, and the audio was not nearly the same amplitude. But let's just listen.
itu.
Yeah, I've got to say that with authority. All right, let's delete that. I'm going to highlight it and delete. Ooch up there and Salam Benutup.
Pekerjaan jahat orang itu.
There we go. And let's just do a little editing there. Let's just tighten that up. So I'm holding down the shift key, the left arrow. Get rid of some of that dead space there. And let's just clean a little bit of that up there. So now let's listen to all of verse 11.
Siapapun yang menyambut dia mengambil bagian dalam pekerjaan jahat orang itu.
Okay.
Banyak hal yang ingin kutuliskan kepadamu, tetapi aku tidak mau melakukannya dengan kertas dan tinta. Namun, aku berharap dapat datang kepadamu dan berbicara secara tatap muka, supaya sukacita kita menjadi utuh. Anak-anak dari
Anak-anak.
dari
That didn't end the way I was expecting it to.
jadi utuh,
Yeah,
supaya sukacita kita menjadi utuh. Anak-anak dari
anyway, it's not for me to fix it because I'm not a Bahasa speaker, but I'm here to insert verses and to show you how to do that. Anak-anak, Control K, 13. There you go. And that is the end. Anak-anak dari.
anak-anak dari saudarimu yang terpilih menyampaikan salam kepadamu.
Perfect. All right, we did it. I'm sorry, that had to be an awfully painful thing for the Bahasa native speakers to watch, but let's do it. So now what we want to do is we want to file, go to export, and on the second tab over where it says WAV, we want linear PCM, 16 bits, no dithering. And then we want to select where we're going to save it. And I'm going to put it into my working directory here. That just happens to be Indonesia, 2nd John. And I'm just going to save it. And I can get rid of these all these little versions here. There we go. So 2nd John chapter 1 WAV file, and done.